Gals, and here from Drake Wayne Gaming. So if you out the Gaming Dragon today, I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Minotaur Hotel. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. By the 12, you'll be the best master this valley has ever seen. Who knows how many generations of human masters across the centuries? Rich and poor, stupid and smart, wretched and heroic. Argos' embrace tightens around you, forcing a lungful of air out of you. It would seem like he's trying to constrict you if he wasn't burying his snout in your shirt like a puppy. And to think that I, in the entire Argos lineage, shall hold the honor of serving the greatest master yet. You are a snake, you are, as elegant and as treacherous as we come. When he looks up to you, beaming with a smile, you can't stop yourself from noticing there's quite the strand of snot running down his snout, almost dripping down onto your shirt. What a privilege to be born in such an age, to serve one like you. Okay, Argos, that's very sweet of you. You're a good boy. Now, can you let me go? He disengages and slithers back to a respectful distance. I am? Well, of course I am! After all, there was no follower more loyal than I. I don't know about that. Asterion got a pretty good head start. You'll have to step it up if you want to be number one. Step it up? But I have neither legs nor feet. I can only slither. Can't you please make an exception for me? I'm afraid I can't. Lowering my standards is unacceptable. Let's be honest. If I'm not strict, how could I ever look you in the eyes and say anyone is number one? I suppose you are right. Well, then I'll just have to show you how much better I am than Asterion. You are welcome to try. I bet he can't climb on trees and statues like I do. Not with his hooves. And with those lips of his, there is no way he can play the flute. He brings the flute up to his mouth again, but you nudge the mouthpiece away and hold it stationary. He still toots it once. He can play a lyre, and he cooks really well. Ha! Useless, useless. Why care about something as trivial as cooking food when you can just summon a hunk of raw meat and feast on it? Fire only removes the flavor. I don't know, that sounds way too snack-like for my taste. Snake-like for my taste. Aw, could it be my treacherous masters not share a taste for fresh meat? What a disappointment. Although I suppose you are already perfect enough. Dusk has fallen as your little meeting progressed. Now it's so dark you can't tell the snake's general shape apart from the darkness. He notices you're squinting at him. Well, it's getting late, and the dangers of the valley are no laughing matter. It would be rude and irresponsible of me to keep you here any longer. Here, as I promised, a bottle of the valley's healing wine, harvested in your honor, in exchange for a display of the master's piousness. Oh, I love voicing Argos. It lets me ham it up quite a bit. It is with great honor and joy that I fulfill my side of the bargain. With a bow too elaborate not to be rehearsed in his spare time, Argos delivers the wine bottle. You obtained a wine bottle. File can be found in the artifact menu. Files. Artifacts. Wine bottle. A bottle containing magical wine that speeds up Asterion's recovery after injuries. Neither the master nor the prisoner are capable of summoning this special wine through regular means. The exact way to do so is currently unknown. What would anyone but Asterion drinking the wine do is also unknown. Argos reluctantly gave up the wine bottle in exchange for making a sacrifice to Hermes, messenger of the gods at the basin in the hotel's bedrock. You obtain a wine bottle. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you were such an upstanding snake, always upholding your promises. That, I would have you know, is nothing less than my duty. I wouldn't be worth my own skin were I a careless liar. I look forward to our next encounter, good master. Rest assured that once more I'll attempt to trick you, expecting your wits to come out victorious, just like in the legends. You head back up, eager to bask again in the hotel's light. A smile is painted on your face, which only grows wider as you hear Argos' flute rising into a cheerful, distancing melody. There was something in Clement's eyes, a flickering spark. I caught sight of it years before he became the master. I've seen it too. Oh, which one is this? This Asterion? I've seen it too often over the centuries, ever since Joseph first washed down the rivers in the valley. Such a human thing, that flame. It wants glory, to seek to burn ever brighter so that eyes shall lay upon its light. And to that end, it will play the role of Good Samaritan. It will dress itself in the fine fabrics of nobility, color its digits with polished rings and sparkling gemstones, walk with that broad-shouldered and wide-stepped gait. They, the masters of old, would extend a hand overflowing with wealth, all the richness which for them came at the hum of a song, and a grin at how mighty the masses considered them to be. All eyes on their visage, all the guests and souls in this land, all brimming with love and respect. That's what Clement wanted, for that he played the same game Jean-Marie did, but there was a difference. Not all men are cut from the same cloth. Those flames burning in their chests, they could not be more different. Jean-Marie had a vision. He had seen pain. It had crawled up into his chest, carved a hollow in his heart, and curled inside it. When he looked at the guests, lacking limbs and glassy-eyed from that old war, his face scrunched just as his heart skipped a beat. It never stopped stinging, not as long as he was here, and not until his heart stopped beating. I know it, surely as I know myself. Clement wanted adoration. Jean-Marie had a vision. Were there no eyes in this world, the good master would have done it all the same, knowing well that falling into obscurity was no issue at all. Old friend, who is this master who now reigns over us? I wonder, what flame lurks inside his chest? What is the catch? Why would a master free from whatever shackles can bind a mortal ever look down to us and consider us worthy of his effort? He knows now how to rain diamonds from the palm of his hand. Food and shelter will never be an issue to him ever again, and company will be plentiful as the guests that flock to express their gratitude. Does he appreciate the arts? If so, his favorite artists may come and produce for him, to his heart's content. The sciences? Bring his academics. Teach them how to generate all the materials they desire, and whatever mysteries eat away at him will be broken to pieces. Money? The easiest of them all. But one can wonder what money is good for when this realm has no scarcity. Anything he can describe can be created by humming a song. What is this master? What man is he? Why does he look at me like that? Why did he work to get me the wine? What is the catch? Why does he look at me like that? Does he not see what I am? That he can do what he pleases with me, or ignore my existence altogether as he enjoys all the earthly pleasures this land affords him? Perhaps he hasn't realized yet. Surely he will in due time, and then it will be like the previous masters, where they too understood that I could be thrown aside. 60 years slinking away in the shadows, pretending I don't exist, trying to not bother them, doing my best to make them all forget I exist. Whatever good there can be for one such as I, greater misfortune follows. It won't be long now before he realizes what I am. That I am a dumb beast, that it will not be good enough to entertain him for long. All I can ask for is that he lets me be. But why does he look at me like that? Why did he promise not to send me out to the valley? A promise which cannot be enforced, and yet kept, nonetheless. Why did he, in front of the guests, call me his business partner? By the 12, to even give such credit to a slave. Why did he touch me? Why does he waste his time entertaining me? What is his goal by having a meal with me? The way he looks at me. By the gods, it feels like he is taking care of me more than I serve him. When he held my hand, there must be a catch. But the way he looks at me, am I at least allowed to? It's barely been over a week since you crossed the desert, glimpsed the valley below, and opened all the doors inside this hotel. Since that night when you and Asterion sat before the hearth, so much has changed. The hotel stands restored. Its once silent hallways are now peppered with footsteps and voices of guests. And the Minotaur, that broken-down figure in the back of the cold room, as sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, he too did change. Over the ages, masters came who saw virtue in serving the gods. After all, what could be more frightful than reenacting these old rites? And yet, so did masters arrive who saw fit to discard those old trappings and delve deep into something mundane, and all the more unholy for it. To release a prisoner from his rightful sentence, to corrupt a holy realm to fulfill the whims of fickle humans, to spawn diamonds from one's hands, to house unclean and ill wretches, to divert this land's resources towards their own goals. What strange follies these humans do, such gods may think. Some Prometheus or another offers them fire, a fitting gift to burn fatty hecatombs, and it is used instead to warm one another's feet. What will this new master climbing up the grand staircases do with this mandate? When he looks at the prisoner and reveals his true self, does he despise the judgment of humans beneath his feet? Or does he fear the gods, wherever they may be? Does he dream of standing up to the legacy of the old hero Theseus? Or will he content himself with being decent and no more special than his peers? Will his legs not tire of stepping two at a time and making good of strange dealings? Will his steps be accompanied 3 stairs to a step by another? Whatever his choice may be, none may cast judgment, for the Lord holds all the power in this realm, and the gods themselves are nowhere to be seen. No checks and balances, no fear of reprisal, just the stone-made footprints of contracts and curses. Perhaps these too can be bent, except perhaps for that lone watchman down below, the keeper of divine will, what sharp eyes he has. As for us, fret not, we shall not judge you. This is no trial. A man such as yourself holds no regrets in how you carry your affairs. Now let us not waste any more of the monarch's precious time. Before you lies the door, and beyond it the prisoner awaits his captor. You finish your ascent and open the door, and there he is, sitting at the living room table while cradling his lyre. "We got the wine!" Upon your entrance, the Minotaur recoils as if hit in the stomach. A held breath is punched out of him. Wait, no, water time. It takes him a moment to even look to one side to see you there, another to see the wine, that dark shape in your hand, looking so odd, swirling and sloshing. The Minotaur opens his mouth to open and lingers, silent. He shudders, chills running up his spine all the way to the back of his head. Then it assaults him again, that terrible sensation, as if hummingbirds were pecking at the back of his head. It seemed as if he was about to speak, but with all the turbulence, he just takes his breath instead. Are you okay? He exhales a little harder, his nostrils flare into a snort. Yes, master, I am fine. I am just a little shocked, even now. The Minotaur has not stood up. You shake the bottle in his direction. Well, don't look at me like a deer in the headlights, get over here. The Minotaur's breathing is short and agitated, as if he was resting from a sprint. His eyes betray some kind of daze. A deer? Me? Upon hearing your words, he reaches up and caresses his horns, checking if they had become antlers, and stands at the command. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!